G'day comrade subscribers. So this unfortunately beat up beast is an NEC PC-8801 Mark II SR. So I think it's the third in the PC-88 series or the 8800 series. So you've seen my PC-8001 Mark II before, so this is an 8801. It's Z80 based as well. 64k of RAM. So this is the Model 30, which comes with twin floppy drives. Yeah, it's I got it pretty cheap because, as you can see, it's had better days. So some work's going to be required. I'm thinking, I don't know if it works for a start, but I'm thinking what I'm going to do is get it re-powder coated like I have on my Commodore PET and my IBM PC-XT. That usually comes up pretty good because I don't think Cream Cleanser, well, Cream Cleanser might get rid of some of this, but as you can see, this here peeling off, it's almost like it's a vinyl cover, like the metal's been covered with the vinyl rather than being powder coated. Anyway, so I'll take it to the company that powder coats it. They'll strip it all back to bare metal and then properly powder coat it. So what have we got? So okay, drive 1 on the right, drive 2 on the left. We've got a reset button on the front. We've got a 13-pin DIN for the keyboard, which is nowhere to be seen. We'll come to that in a minute. What have we got on the front here? I've got a whole bunch of dip switches, RS-232 settings, CRT clock, speed, mode. Okay. I'll just lift that up, there we go. Here we've got N mode, NSSV1 mode and NSSV2 mode. So I think that's the graphics mode. So the N mode is the same as the original PC-8001 series. Let me have a look here. V1 mode, 640 by 200 in 8 colors, or 640 by 400 in 2 colors. And V2 mode is 640 by 200, 8 out of 512 colors, and 640 by 400, 2 out of 512 colors. So I'm not really sure what the difference between V1 and V2 there is. But yeah, these are interesting. So you can probably guess what you do here. So I would say you unscrew these and then you can move these out and you can stand the machine on its side. Well, you got the fan, I think that's the fan there, so it'll be blowing out down the bottom. On the back, I've got a volume control. Looks like somewhere here for a ground wire, FG, so maybe a ground wire or something, I'm not sure. Or to ground something else off this machine. 100 volts in, 100 volts out, obviously for a monitor and something else, additional disk drives, I guess. What's down here? Oh, analog RGB. So we've got an analog RGB port. TM, I'm not sure, some TM dip switches. We've got black and white output like we do on the 8000 series. So it's a 5-pin DIN. And I think this is digital, yeah, digital RGB, which is the same on my 8001 Mark II as well. It's got digital RGB. We've got line out. So I assume that's probably composite. RCA jack, RS-232, IO. So that's normally, oh, that could be joystick, couldn't it? I think male, that could be joystick. Or yeah, okay. CMT, which is cassette, and the printer. And we've got 3 expansion bays as well. Nothing much on the side apart from this. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is, I don't know if it's a plug or something that's covering a port. I'll find out. I'll let you know. And that's basically it on the outside. So I'm not sure if it works. Good to see those head protectors are in there. But we'll certainly open it up and take a gander. From what I understand, there is a Kanji, optional Kanji card in here, which is basically a bonus. I don't think the seller realised that there was a Kanji card in here already. Yeah, keyboard. Apparently there were a few different types that came out, so I think 13-pin DIN was the original. The reason why it's not with this machine is apparently they're quite prized because of the key switch mechanisms. Alps, I think. But I did manage to find one. So I got this through buy.jp, which allows you to bid on Yahoo Japan, or I think J Direct auctions, I think they're called now. But for some reason, they wouldn't let me bid on any of the keyboards. I don't know why. So I had to go to zenmarket.jp, which was a bit of a different way of doing it. So this has arrived from Buy. I'm still waiting for the keyboard to arrive from Zen Market. But like I said, I don't know if it even works. But a lot of work is going to be required, I think. I'm not sure whether this is yellowed or whether this is the proper colour. Because obviously if it's yellowed, then I can retro bright it. But that's going to affect this text here. So I think I might just powder coat this. How's the metal? I might get the metal done as well. So I'll completely strip the machine and also get the metal probably maybe resprayed by them as well. So they've done a professional, so it's all nice professional job done. Probably peel this off. Yeah, peel this off before I get it powder coated. So there we go. That's the outside. Okay, I've undone those, and I've also removed these two. See if that'll get the top lid to move. Don't know what else. Maybe it was just stuck. So maybe I didn't have to take the feet off. Yep, correct. I didn't have to take the feet off. Okay. What's going on at the back here? There we go. So, bit of rust. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to get this repowder coated, I think. Small dent there that I might be able to get out first. Okay. So here we go. Speaker facing upward. So let's have a bit of a different look. This might be a bit better. So I've got our two floppy drives. Floppy drive 2 on the left. Speaker, pretty big fan actually. Here's our Kanji card. Don't know. Definitely the connector's different to the 8000 series, so I don't think they're strictly interchangeable. I don't know. Does that just pull out? Looks like it. Yep. Okay. It goes down there to the main board. Okay, and you can see we've got rust here, so definitely I'll send this off to get sorted. Okay, looks like we've got a, don't know if you can see it, I have to lift it up. Got a NiCad battery there that we'll probably have to get out. Now can you see it? That might be a bit easier. So I'll get that out. But otherwise, not too much more we can see whilst everything's in place. It's going to be a bit of a pain. Probably going to have to, because you can see underneath we've got all the motherboard basically. Looks like it takes up, the motherboard looks like it takes up the whole board, the whole bottom. Power supply, okay, power supply is quite small underneath the Kanji card. So I guess I could start stripping it. Let's see. Oh, okay. That took a bit of effort, but yeah, it was. So it looks like there's quite a bit of corrosion under here. Ooh, you can see up here. SIM4LS. As long as it's all kind of standard logic, and I should be able to replace it. That's the key. Okay, maybe a 13-pin DIN for the keyboard might be a bit difficult to come by, so I'm going to have to keep that. Ugh. That's just the RP7 I sprayed on, but yeah, God knows what it looks like underneath. But otherwise, I think the board looks okay. That's our Z80 there. That looks like a ROM. That looks like some sort of gate array, or that could be the graphics processor, I guess. D780, D780. Twin Z80s? I'm not sure. Most of it's labelled. Yeah, okay, GA5, TRAM. Let's just turn it over around a bit. So that's the battery I need to get out, but that's the least of my worries at the moment. This is the expansion cage in here, so that's just connected there. So that'll lift out. So what do we have? That's a Yamaha chip, so I guess that's maybe audio or something. Some GA. Oh, these could be, okay, because it's NEC, isn't it? So these could be specialised chips. VRAM up here. So I think this one's got 48k VRAM, 64k main RAM, which I guess is over there. Okay, there we got the ROMs. GA11, so I guess another gate array. 8257, was that the interface or was that the disk controller? Anyway, whatever. Looks like okay. So yeah, I'll pull the rest of this apart, I think. I'll send this off. I'll basically send anything metal, I'll send off. Okay, so we've got screws. So this largest Z80 motherboard I've ever seen. It takes up more room than an IBM. Right, okay, let's get those screws out so we can see what's underneath. Back piece off. Oh, I'll show you the. Yeah. So, yeah, lots of. So this is all plastic, so not a problem. I can scrub all this up, no problems. But it, yeah, that's obviously come from the metal on the bottom case. So I got the back part off. What's holding this down now? Is it the screws there? Is it these screws? Could be, looks like it. Oh, that one's stuck. All right, let me get these out. A lot of effort. Got this one loose. Okay, so this should, there we go, now it lifts off. Oh, it's a big board. Okay, so, yeah, I'm just going to get this powder coated. get it all repowder coated. That should fix it. Fix it up good. So the underside doesn't look too bad. It's just on the top side there. Cyclone coming up in Brisbane. I might get some wet weather. Yeah, there we go. So I'll see what I can do about that. I reckon I'll have to figure out what that chip is. But, I reckon just, yeah, pull them all out, as long as they're all 7.4 logic. Clean up the board. This I assume is, okay, yep, so we've got screws on the bottom. A little bit of bodge wire. But that is the biggest, that's the biggest, you can zoom out even more, biggest Z80 board I've ever seen. I'm sure there's bigger ones. Very cool. I hope I can get it to work. A lot of cleaning to do. Oh, and that thing on the side, I'll probably put a comment, but it's the second keyboard. Another 13-pin DIN. So that's second keyboard on the side. There we go. All right, I'm going to put this down. Okay. Hopefully that was of some interest. Check back in, I get paid in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is when I should be able to afford to get it powder coated. And I'll work on that corner of the board there. And I should hopefully have my keyboard as well. And see how we go. I just got to remember where everything goes. It's well built, but yeah, nice and compartmentalised. Okay, bye for now.